Here we go. We're starting now. Welcome everybody to our first session of D&D. Where all us nerdy non-voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. So we're gonna go through real quick and let everybody introduce themselves before they get disconnected again, or something else terrible happens. We're gonna start at top left. So Bo, you're first.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm the Bo Canadian. Today I will be playing the character of Hewitt Everham. Hewitt is a fighter, a bit of an older fellow, and member of the City Watch, the City Men at Arms. And he's just trying to live his life, He's just a dark, older character with a dark past. Very cliche.
Gotcha. Tristan, you're next.
Okay, I'm Tristan Zeitmas, and this is my first Dungeons and Dragons game. My character is Gerard Winsong. He's a human rogue entertainer, and he comes from a wealthy background, fell from grace a bit, and looking on get his vengeance on all the evil people.
Oh man, wait. I'm gonna adjust this real quick. You guys keep going. Hunter, let's see. Angel, you're next. Let me adjust the names. They did get moved.
Okay. I was gonna say something.
Do I get a new name?
No, you're good. You're good. You just keep doing your thing, man.
I mean, I'm flexible. This is Angel, and I also go by the Mad Gamer because I've had an interesting life and I've lost some of my sanity. Played a lot of D&D games, and I may have a lot to do with it, but I'm loving life. Today I'm playing Tornogar Darkforge. His friends call him Torn. He's an old dwarf, really, because he's younger now than he used to be. But he's got a past that he's dealing with and some mistakes he's trying to make up for. He's become a warlock, and right now he's just trying to make his coin. That's his main focus. He's got some debts to settle.
It's a noble cause.
Yeah, of course.
Get
Of
rich.
course.
Hunter, you go ahead and go, and then I'll finish.
Name's Hunter. You may call me Hunter. And I am playing Finveer Duskvale, who is a Wood Elf Ranger noble who recently escaped his homeland that had a bit of a civil war coup almost happening. Not going to reveal too much, but there's a bit happening there. So he's left home. Yes, and that is his backstory.
You know what? And before we get started, does everybody want to go real quick and say, you know what? Actually, as we introduce your characters, just think about it. Just talk about what you look like, that sort of thing. We'll get to that in a second. So, everybody, I am the Dungeon Master. My name is Mason. You can find me at WizardRex TV, because you're on the channel. Just to cover a few quick ground rules for everything. So tonight, I do have alerts and things like that off because it is a story-based game, and so we're trying to make sure we stay in that story mode. If you follow or subscribe or donate or whatever, we'll make sure and we'll thank you after a brief intermission. As best we can, or at the end when we wrap up, because we did get started a bit late. Otherwise, if you have any feedback or suggestions, please feel free to send those over to us. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. So let's settle down into the game. So welcome to the world of Ascendia. This is a land of might and magic, Dungeons and Dragons. Long ago, there were great magics in the world that allowed people to do wonderful and terrible things. A lot of these magics were taken from the mortal races when the mortal races tried to rise up against the gods. However, recently, about 20 some odd years ago, a lot of these magics have reawakened, which has caused all sorts of interesting situations and chaos all across the land of Ascendia. A lot of old artifacts that had no power are coming back to life. A lot of old dungeons and ruins suddenly have traps, and all sorts of things are springing back to life. And it's really just kind of, it took what was a relative time of peace for a very long number of years, about 100 years or so. And it has turned things into much more of a precarious situation. A little bit more of a melting pot situation is going on as people are trying to rush to gather artifacts and become, hopefully what they hope in possession of. A rather powerful artifact, or at least a rather useful artifact, seeing as how there's a lot of things out there now. This is a rather magic-heavy game. There are going to be a number of magic items, but rare magic items are going to be the more powerful ones. There's going to be a lot of common stuff, but it's not going to be a whole lot of of top-end epic loot. And just to go ahead and cover a few ground rules, yes, please try to not question a lot of the rulings. I know that a lot of you may know the rules a lot better than me. Even some of the players may know the rules better than me. That's okay. It is a game. We're going to have fun the way we want to have fun, okay?
You the boss.
Yeah, so just if I make a
Stars,
ruling,
bro.
we're going to go with it. I will try and stick to the rules as best I can. That said, like I said, we're gonna basically play by the rule of fun and the rule of cool, and that is if it is fun and cool, then it is more important than the rules is the most important thing. Okay. Just a few quick like house rules. We are going by a few of like I'll call them Mercerian house rules, which they probably won't come up tonight. But those are rules that Matt Mercer has done a lot of.
Crazy.
Things like
Crazy.
yeah, crazy, going really far out there. So, like things like when a critical hit is landed, you don't roll your dice twice. You double the damage that you get on your roll. That's like it's just one very simple thing. It's a very good simplification. I think that's actually an optional DM guide rule. Doesn't matter. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, Tornagar, we're starting with you. You find yourself in a dark hovel. Sitting in a dimly lit room across from a large husky man. He is a bit worse for the wear looking. He's got like lots of scars and things like that, but he still has a fire in his eyes and a confidence that makes you know that he's in charge. This man his name is Dormand, and he is your contact in the city of White Rock where you have just entered. And he is going to brief you on all that you need to know. Welcome to the city. How can I help you?
I'm here looking.
You do know your task, yes?
Yes. What I need is my contact.
All right. You will find the man. I believe you've worked with him before. As a musical sort, I think. You may know him. I think
Exactly what you're talking about.
you requested you run into somebody that you would be able to trust. Now, just so that you are aware, the object you are acquiring back for us, you do not need to know what it is. You do not need to know what it does. You just need to acquire it, and if the chance arises, put down the man that took it from us. So
Sounds simple.
it should
I
be
like-
for a man of your skills. It should not be a problem. Now, as you are aware, it is a small black box. It has a few engravings, which I will provide you with a drawing of, so that you have some sort of reference to go by. Now, we do not care so much about killing the man. Prioritize the box. Bring us the box, and you will have your reward.
Sounds fair.
And I expect great things from you. Please report back at your earliest convenience.
Is there anything else I need to know about this one? Anything?
Everything else is on a need-to-know basis.
That's exactly why I asked. What I need to know.
You are going to the Jorain household. That is where the object is being held. Your contact should know all that you need to know. He knows where the location will be, and he will be able to help you devise a plan to get in or out. Now, after you acquire the object, make sure that nobody knows you have it.
Of course.
Okay. Be on your way. So, we find ourselves at the Wyvern Sting Tavern, where we have, sorry, let me move this, where we have Gerard Winsong performing, what are you performing, sir?
Do I get
This
to
evening.
pick?
Yeah, you get to pick. So, we have him on the table because this isn't the highest end sort of establishment. The Wyvern Sting is probably one of the lower end establishments in a decent part of town. it is not necessarily, like I said, it is not a poor tavern, but it's not super nice. So they don't have a dedicated stage for performers such as yourself. So they've
I've
pushed
got an
together.
important question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The beer.
Yes,
How's the beer?
the beer is very solid. It is you know, it's he gets a good supplier. It's not top end stuff, but it's a lot better than the dregs, right?
But it's strong, right?
Yeah,
The
it
decent
is. Yeah, and not too expensive. It's priced right.
My kind of place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I get to move my guy.
yeah.
Sorry
So
for the question.
yeah,
Okay.
no, go ahead. So essentially, you've been kind of performing all night. Everybody's loving it, whether it's because you're great or not. You know, they're drunk, so at the very least, they're very much enjoying your performance. They're actually, you know, you see a large, for a dwarf, a large dwarven man kind of push his way in. As you finish your last song, but there's cries of encore, encore, and they want you to play another song. So, do you want to keep going, or are you going to step down?
I'm gonna step down. I'll step
Okay.
down. Leave them wanting more.
They do, and they do.
You don't get big
the-
like this just giving it for free.
Yeah, the next performer starts to take his place up on the table, and you guys kind of hear some music pour in. Let me turn this down a bit just so it's not too loud. Yeah, so you find yourself face to face with maybe not your old friend, but your old acquaintance, Tornagar. The both of you have been involved in a little bit of, we'll say, shady dealings. I wouldn't say either of you are hard criminals, but you're certainly not afraid to take the odd job that might be a little shadier in order to, you know, make a buck, to get by. It's Tornagar. You haven't seen this guy in a while. Go ahead.
As soon as I see him, I'm pleased to find that he's not going to do an encore, that he's actually getting off the stage. I try to give him a look to let him know that I'm ready for him to come down. So I'm very pleased that he has. Is he moving towards me or towards a seat?
Gerard, what are you doing?
I've gotten down and gone back to my kind of corner table, and a couple people have come up and introduced themselves and whatnot. And as they start to clear away, somebody bought me a beer, and as they start to clear away, I make eye contact with Tornagar, looking down a little bit. It's a little short.
Okay.
Soldier work.
Of course.
And I motion him over. I assume he's here to see me.
I'm starting to walk through the tavern, taking a quick peer around to see if anyone stands out, if anyone's
Yeah, this
Not-
roll me a perception check. Say, I guess Hunter, you may have to roll that since his tabletop simulator is broken.
Yes.
That's right.
Unless he wants to do it in Discord or something. But if not, I can roll for him.
Go ahead and roll for me. I trust you. Got honest eyes.
18.
Okay, and that's total.
Yes, total.
Okay. Yeah, so you look around with your astute dwarven eyes, and you see a couple people that maybe look a little out of place, but maybe not so out of place because they're drunk and, you know, this maybe they had a really bad day. There's some maybe higher end noble type characters here that look like they don't really belong here, but other than that, nobody seems to be paying any attention to you.
Great. No familiar faces. I like it.
Yeah,
So I start moving towards him. I slow down a little bit while his bands are giving him praise.
Yeah.
I try to catch the eye of anyone who may be serving drinks and indicate I'm moving in this direction so they can find me. And I just walk up to the table and sit down. I didn't say anything. Just smile, look him in the eye.
Gerard, you gonna?
Good to see you here, old friend. What brings you to
Yeah.
this side of town? Back into town.
Business as usual. I see you're doing what you do.
That's what I do. But,
I didn't catch your set, but
I see you came here for what else I do. What's the deal?
of course, I'm looking for something. And of course, I need you to help me find it.
And so,
What
Angel,
kind of thing? Are we talking?
so you do know like I said, it's in the Geraint household. You were told that Tristan's character, Gerard, he will actually know of this. He'll know where the household is located.
Okay.
And he may even have some idea of how to get in. And
All right.
Gerard, because this is your first game, you just let me know if you want to know anything in particular, okay? And I will
Yeah,
fill
no,
you
you-
in on the background.
I don't know what he's looking for yet.
Okay.
I don't know he's looking for, do I?
No, not yet.
What I need to know is where this Geraint household is. So I'm going to drop the name.
Yep.
And if that sparks anything, I'm looking for someone in the Geraint household. You know where that is?
Looking for somebody in the Drain household. Yeah,
Someone
I know what
who
I,
has
I
something.
know what it is.
And Tristan, to give you a little background, as soon as he says this name, you know exactly what he's talking
Yeah, no,
about.
I got it. That's why I
This
asked.
guy, in fact, the owner of this household, his son is the one that got you kicked out. He's the one that got you kicked out of your academy.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
So
I got
you
it.
know you know exactly who he's talking about.
I know what's going on.
And
I'm
so this-
assuming I don't know any of this.
you do not know any of this, but this would probably rather excite Tristan
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
able
it
to
did.
fuck this
Oh,
guy
it
over.
did.
Can I see that on his face?
I think
Probably.
I can help you here.
In fact, you know what?
yeah.
Tristan, are you hiding the fact that you're excited?
it's probably printed right on. I mean, like, look at me now.
Then yeah,
I mean,
then it's pretty.
You started glowing right in front of
Yeah.
me. So clearly
Yeah.
you know this fellow.
They're like bouncing up and down, like, oh yeah.
You see-
I think I can help. So, it's Geraint household. I think I can help you. What's the deal? What do you want me to do? What are you looking for?
First, I need to know where it is and what the layout is and how to get in.
All right.
You,
What's in it for me?
you know, I don't know if we have a pay-to-play arrangement. He's my general contact, but I don't know if I'm paying him off on a regular basis.
We'll find out.
You know, one of us knows. I don't know.
So what's in it for me?
The usual. As always, you'll get paid for your services.
These guys are a bigger deal than that. Yeah. This isn't some small time
No
gig
bigger
here.
than coin. It's coin. You'll get it.
But all right. Double usual.
Oh,
And are you going to double your services? Or are you going to be doubly useful to
Oh.
me?
I'll take care of them. I will get you all the information you need on these folks.
Yeah,
but if
that's
this
what
goes back
you
to me-
usually do. So I want to know what you're going to do. That's
The risk is higher. The risk is higher now.
The risk is always high. That's not an excuse.
It's gonna be double or no deal.
No deal.
Oh.
All right. It's been
You
good working
must be
with you.
making a comfortable living. You can just turn
It's
down
been good.
coin like that.
Good.
Anger associates this way. That's fine. I won't have to
If
do.
you- How about this? Let me buy you a drink at the bar. Come on over.
Well-
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, I already.
Let's
told
talk about
you
this.
Anger this drink. So
So where
Thank
we're gonna step over to our other two players, while you guys go and have a little conversation for a moment and get a little imbibed. So, Bo, do you want to go ahead and explain how you came upon our friend?
yeah. So I was, just doing my rounds as a men at arms, just doing my rounds as a guard. I noticed we'll say, lithe, out of place fellow who didn't seem like he was in his element. Just a quick question, just to make sure. Do I know his race?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so I
You've
noticed it now.
probably even. I mean, this is a rather mixed race city that you're in.
Mhm.
You probably have seen plenty of them. Not to mention your farm is essentially, if the city is here, your farm's here, and then Hunter is up here. So you're kind of between. So any that have come and gone from the city, you would have seen, and they probably even may have stopped by your farm for supplies before. When you
Yeah.
were younger. I know you're not there now. I'm just saying when you grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I know just by looking at him that he just kind of looks like he's out of place.
Okay.
Oh,
So
thanks.
I've seen a lot of people, seen a lot of faces. I noticed that he looks out of place, and I kind of take pity on him, and I go up to him. And at this point, have we already gotten to the bar?
Yes. You
Yes,
will.
okay.
I will say that you guys are about to. You're walking down the street. You're about to turn the corner. The bar's right there. So you guys are walking at the moment.
So I say, "Come, boy, let me buy you a drink." As a show of good faith.
I would probably say I've never really been to a human bar before.
Don't worry, they're quite warm and cozy. I feel like if you're to be here, you should learn the city for what it is. And I'll show you what it is.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Excellent.
Yeah. So you guys make your way around the corner. You see the swinging sign of the Wyvern Sting there. A place that maybe you don't visit a whole lot, Bo. Your character Hewitt may go there occasionally, but he's definitely familiar with it. And the people in this area probably at least know of you. Maybe not like know you really well, but because you've lived here a while, you're fairly well familiar with a few of the people here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me go ahead and put myself in the tavern here, since we got access to it.
Yep.
And I will go to the bar, and I'll say, "Bartender, a drink for me and my friend."
It's good to see you, Hewitt. With a life like yours, you might be due to spend a bit more time in here. A lesser man would.
I don't have time for the comforts of this. I just thought I'd show this poor lost soul his way around in the city.
This guy always a killjoy. You know what? I'm happy to see your face. I wish you'd come around more. This one's on the house for you and your friend.
Thank you. I'll consider it.
Finvir says, thank you, and
Don't worry
kind of
about
backs off.
Yeah, so as you kind of enter the bar, you're arriving about the same time you see our other two characters, Gerard and Torn. They're kind of standing at the bar chatting for a minute, and they kind of walk off to the back towards the booth. Dwarves are not necessarily uncommon, but they're not super common in this area.
So I do take note.
You just take note of this. This guy's he's a little. There's something about the way he walks, the way that he holds himself. You can just tell that he's got a purpose, and he is ready to carry it out. Like, you don't know what it is, but especially having served with the militia as long as you have, you just kind of got a keen eye for this sort of thing, for potential trouble. And this guy looks like he might potentially be troubled.
Okay. I'll tell Finvir. Yeah?
Yes.
Did I get that right? Okay. I'll tell Finvir, wait here for a minute. I have to go check on something. And I'll approach.
Yeah.
Okay. He stay. I stay.
Yeah, and as you start to walk over, really kind of drunken, overweight guy stumbles over to Finvir. He's like, how you doing? He throws his arm around you. He's like, you look a little lost. You need some help?
Finvir is like stiff as a board, kind of like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
after you don't move for a while, the guy seems confused, and he just kind of like, it's all right, see yourself, and he just walks off, leaving you sitting across from the bartender, who's also kind of giving you a weird look.
Finvir lets out like a sigh of relief. Like,
yeah, so then we'll cut back to our lovely dwarf. You see this guy take note of you. Actually, this is because you rolled a high perception before. You've been keeping an eye out. You see this guy coming towards you.
What does he look like?
Well, shall I? Okay.
Go. Yep.
Rather, I don't know, rather large fellow, like tall and bulky. I don't not look like a militiaman. I am dressed in chainmail. I do have my long sword at my side, and bit of a dour facial expression with like graying auburn hair.
Mm-hmm. Are you human?
Yeah, yes, I'm human. Yeah.
Okay. He looks like he could be militia though.
Oh, I definitely look like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know
look like
you know the type.
You
Yeah.
know, a
Yeah,
militia.
yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I keep notice of him, but I continue my conversation,
Okay.
waiting
Yeah.
for him to come up.
Okay. And do you go up, sir?
I will. I will.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will. I'll immediately say to the young Windsong. I say, young Master Windsong, is there an issue here?
Sorry. So many options. Not at the moment.
Where's my dialogue wheel?
We're having a pleasant conversation.
All right.
An old friend of mine.
Okay.
I look at him hard.
I give him. Sorry, not him. I can't point at the monitor.
That doesn't work.
You got one.
And then I pass a knowing look over to Tornagar. Hey, I just saved your ass.
Oh,
I say, all right, stay out of trouble then. And I shoot a look at the dwarf, like a bit of a stink eye, and I walk off back to Thinvir.
Okay. Yeah.
so I'm unflinching. I'm a little annoyed because I wanted to say something to him, but when Windsong says this to me, I realize he's probably connected to some people I don't want to deal with in the moment while I'm on business. So I just remember his face.
Okay.
I catch him later, maybe alone.
Can I do a check to see? Because I found that he was interested in Tornagar. Can I do like a check to see like what's so important about this man that it got his attention?
Sure. You're talking. You want to know what's so important about Tornagar?
Yes.
All kind of things.
Sure. What in
Yeah, just
particular are
get
you looking
good
to know?
looks.
Before I have you roll, what in particular are you looking to know?
Just what Tornagar is doing here, kind of thing. If he seems out of place, what is his
Okay.
purpose? In this,
Let's say, in this
Yeah,
instance,
George.
do you have investigation?
I don't think I do.
Then just roll flat perception. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah. So
Sorry,
you peer into the
Sorry.
depths of the abyss. Yeah. No. So you look at this guy, and there's something about the gear he's wearing, and the way he's carrying himself. He looks a little mercenary-ish, and being the wood elf that you are, and there's one particular path through the Boreal Vale that people use most often, and so you've seen all manner of people traveling through here, from bandits to mercenaries to soldiers and militiamen and things like that. So he has the look of somebody, like I said, who's on a mission and he knows how to fight. So for him to just be kind of in this bar talking to a random, essentially performer for some reason, it just seems a little out of place.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Hewitt approaches back towards Finveer, and it's been a pleasant evening so far. Like, you guys are having a drink. It's good conversation, and relatively peaceful overall. However,
Can I butt in? Oh,
you go ahead. Go ahead.
I've been here before. I know this better. I
You
play
do.
here a couple times a week,
You sure do.
and I need this to go down. He doesn't know. Tornagar doesn't know, but I need this to go down. And despite my hardballing, we got to make this happen. So, am I allowed to notice all the people taking notice here and all this carrying on?
You want to see who is noticing
Attention.
you?
Am I allowed to see the attention he's getting? Because he's
Yeah.
getting a lot of attention, and I need him
Absolutely.
to be safe.
Yep. So roll a perception check, and you can see.
All right. This is weird. Thanks for your patience.
Yep.
How do I just like pick it up?
So roll a d20 for perception, and then you're gonna.
Oh,
add...
I just have to roll it. Wait, here we go.
Press R. Yeah.
Click.
Highlight
got
it and then press R. Yeah. Ooh.
What do I get?
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Okay, well, yeah.
Nice.
So, I can already
Love
see
that.
how this game's gonna go. All right. So yeah, you immediately take. You look around. Most people are ignoring him. It seems, but however, the two people that are sitting at the bar, they're kind of keep eyeballing him a little bit. But for the most part, most people are ignoring you. You
Can
guys,
I assume I see him as well, the elf that came up and started scrutinizing me?
I didn't go up anywhere. Okay, I was
Oh,
sitting
sorry,
at my.
not up. Looked me up and down with your eyes.
yeah, you probably saw him. You probably saw him take a essentially, drink in
My
your
face is up here.
image.
Yeah, drink in my presence,
Yeah,
right?
you probably saw him take note of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen the two of them take note of you, for sure.
Okay. I don't look out of place, right? Am I the only dwarf in the room?
There's one other dwarf in the room. It's not because you're out of place. It's rather because of the way you're dressed and the way you kind of are carrying yourself at the moment. Your character sort of walks with a lot of purpose and anger. In this particular instance,
I'm angry.
yeah. I mean, based on what you told me, you're a little on the passionate side. It's not anything that you're innately. That you're not doing anything on purpose. It's just the look of a man who is on a mission.
No, I get it. I get a lot of that. When I walk into a room, I come with purposeful steps. So,
Yes.
it makes some people uneasy.
Yes.
It's all right.
Can I say something to Hewitt?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a sip of. It's ale, right?
Yeah.
I'm
What did you order? I assume it's ale.
I
Unless
just
you
got something
ordered
for
some
free.
some fluffy elf,
I
elf
don't
drink.
I don't ask questions. I got something for free. I'm not gonna turn it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I hope you didn't interrupt that man's dealings over there. I don't want to be creating any enemies in this town.
Don't worry, boy. Just try to disassociate yourself with me. I know that's a little counterproductive considering I'm talking to you, but the city's a bit rougher on the interior than some might think.
Kind of missed the
Try to-
forest already.
Yeah, indeed. I'd like to live in a forest myself, but I've dedicated my life to this place. I'll let you know. Disassociate yourself with people and let the dealings of that go along with the militia. We'll take care of it.
Under my breath, I say, "You'd survive in a forest."
Well, can I roll a perception to
You
hear
can see if you hear that. Yeah, go ahead.
shit talkery? Oh no! Oh no!
Well, this-
I rolled a
in this-
5.
In this instance, it would be an opposed roll. So, Hunter, you probably want to go ahead and roll a what we call it, deception.
I rolled 17 anyways. So,
So
it's all-
yeah, no, you don't hear a thing. So you hear a whisper of wind, and you're like, "What's?" Huh?
While he's saying it, I'm like,
Indeed. Yeah, and at this point, like I said, you guys have kind of settled in, and but for some reason the room starts to go quiet. And you look at the front door, and standing there you see a man, kind of tall, handsome dude. He is a high elf. You can tell by his attire he's probably a nobleman, wearing a cloak, and he has a woman on his arm, a very pretty woman. And he comes in, and he gives the place a look over, and he says, "So, I heard an old friend was in town. Can somebody point me in the direction of Gerard Winsong?"
Is this? What's his name?
And one of the people who'd been watching you absolutely joined. He's like, "Yeah, I went back there with that dwarf guy."
I'd like to stand up at this point,
Okay.
and I'll go over and to the nobleman,
Okay.
to the noble elf, and
Let's
I'll
go
say,
ahead and let me drop a character in here for this guy.
sure,
We'll just do it. We'll just. It doesn't have to be super great.
Get
We'll get some more good figures in here later. So
Oh, that
we're gonna drop him in there, and then let's go ahead and drop. So he'll be the shiny guy, so we remember that.
Shiny, shiny.
Yeah, and we'll just drop in
We're over there.
a couple of these guys here.
couple of buxom.
Yeah,
maidens.
flanking this guy, by the way, he has about a retinue of like 5 guards, like bodyguards, following him. He leaves them at the door though. So we'll just throw in another couple of these random ass pieces here. So let's go ahead and make them obvious. Oops, put them on the table. Hunter, can you make that 5 dudes for me? Thanks, appreciate it. Okay, so he walks back. So essentially, let's go ahead and drop in our characters here. Tornagar, did you place him in the map here?
He is right here. He's
Yeah.
sitting
Okay.
down.
Cool. Yep. That's exactly where I was gonna put him. Actually, perfect.
Oh, perfect.
So this guy makes his way. So Bo, are you actually standing in their way?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah. He walks up to you and he's like, "I'll be needing to get by you, peasant."
I'm sorry, my lord. Is there an issue?
Not yet, unless you decline to move out of my path.
I am a militia of the city, my lord. It is my job to keep the peace, and I only feel like you and your band of henchmen are trying to cause trouble. Is that not so?
Says there's no trouble to be had as yet. But you're off duty. Why don't you let me buy you a drink and you just go take a seat?
Well, I try not to overdrink, and I'm never off duty. I'll assure you, my lord, the young Master Windsong has been gone for some time. He left immediately after his show.
Are you sure? Because that drunken man said that he was in the back with a
You're
dwarf.
going to trust the words of a drunken man?
Well, I think I'll see for myself. And
Do I hear this going on?
He makes to push past you. He sees that you're gonna stop him, and he waves his guards off. He says, "Men, leave your weapons at the door for me." And then he tries to push past you. He himself is not carrying any visible weapons, by the way.
Okay. I will, I'll allow him to pass.
Okay.
But I'm going to stay here and keep a watch on his hench dudes.
And actually, let's go ahead and let me swap just so that you guys can see the map a little better there. So, yeah, he's gonna make his way back here because he wanders around the back, and he does eventually, unless you guys decide to hide, he is gonna come upon you.
Trying to buy you some time.
Am I aware that someone's talking about us?
The place quieted down, and he yelled very loud. Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
someone yelled something about a dwarf.
Yeah,
Yep.
you did hear that.
No,
You
I-
look
no,
over, and the other dwarf is passed out
I mean,
in a pool
if
of
I
vomit.
saw him come
so-
in,
What is this guy's name?
yeah,
Yeah. So,
Do I know, or do I have to figure that out?
were you trying to secretly see him before he saw you? Like when he came in, were you trying to take note of him?
We see him at the door. Oh, do we?
yeah. I
'Cause-
mean, if he came in and was that noticeable, I'd have asked him
Yeah.
about him right away.
Yeah.
Who's this fancy lad?
Yes. Yes, you do know who this is.
Could I see that he was trying to like stop him a little bit?
Yeah.
Like at the
I mean,
door.
It was pretty obvious.
Can I attempt to like bump into him? How like,
I like
by
this.
just like walking when he's like halfway there, like at this point right here?
You're trying to bump into the nobleman?
Yeah, but accidentally.
Accidentally. You-
Accidentally with air quotes. Yes.
Are you simply bumping into him for no reason?
I'll
do you-
pretend like I have a drink on me and then just spilling it and like, whoa, watch out.
Yeah, roll a deception check.
Ooh, that is not good for me.
I have faith. I have faith.
Oh, that is not good for me. That is a 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
you bump into him pretty hard, and a little bit of your ale gets on his cloak, and he's like, "I should make you pay for that, peasant." It's like, it makes sense that you're a filthy wood elf. He's like,
You go around calling everyone peasant.
everybody is a peasant as compared to me.
Right.
Why don't you get out of my way before I have my guards come and remove you from my way?
You should learn a thing or two about being a nobleman. You don't seem to have the proper stature, I would say.
I'd like to intervene.
Oh yes, this is gonna be great.
Are you so
no.
Hunter? You intercepted. You were trying to intercept the guy like here.
Yeah,
Is that
about here-ish,
Okay.
like crossing this way.
Okay. Sure.
And as soon as I notice him like bump into him, I will immediately like head in that direction.
Like shit.
Yep. Okay. So
And go ahead.
Bad roll.
No, so you move up, but are you trying? Are you just moving up on this guy? Hey, look, there's a
I'm
cup there.
moving up behind. So I'm moving up to where I'm not being seen. I'm going to grab Finveer by the cloak,
Okay.
and I'm going to not angrily, but with some force, pull him back and say, "Apologies, my lord."
Okay. And are you letting this happen, Finveer?
Hesitantly, yes.
Okay.
I'll shoot him a look.
And I'll shoot the dude a look.
Dude.
And he shoots you both a look and keeps walking. Yeah, so he makes his way back here, and yes, absolutely, you know who this character is immediately. This is Tanis Jerain. This is your attempted friend in the academy. But once you kind of saw the stuff he was made of, you didn't want to be any part of it. Which rather soured him towards you and kind of sent you guys down the, we'll say, trajectory that you're on right now of hating each other.
Okay. This is the same guy we were talking about earlier. Sorry, these names are hard to keep track
This
of.
is the
The
son.
Jerain household.
Yes, this is the son, the first son of the Jerain household.
All right.
And he has come in and he walks right up to you. It's like, I had heard you were playing in these hellholes, but I didn't believe it. How the mighty have fallen. What a pathetic place to find you. How are you doing?
Better than you, obviously. You have to push wood elves out of the way. Your entire
Oh.
life. I can fend for myself.
I don't know. I'm doing quite well. I just returned from my estate on the coast. My father summoned me. I just had to stop by and see you. Looks like you're still doing poorly. Are you still stealing other people's music?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Well, you might recall a certain snafu where you got kicked out of the academy.
I recall it well, but a little differently than you.
That is
Why don't you take your cowardice ass out of this bar and go back to the coast where you came from?
Okay.
You might want to stay out of this town.
Yes.
My job just got a whole lot harder.
This end of town.
He looks at you and he just kind of chuckles. This is my town. I'll let you
Not
stay
this
here
part.
for now, but try to stay out of my way. You know, I once thought of you as a friend. Before I saw what a rat bastard, lazy, stealing son of a bitch you are.
I once thought of you as a decent musician.
Many still do, unlike you. He just looks at the dwarf, Tornagar, sitting there. He's like, you might want to watch the sort you associate with. This one's a bad egg. And he turns on his heel and he starts to make his way out. As he does so, so the woman that he had brought in, or he didn't bring her in. He actually had left her at the door because his carriage is parked right outside. She kind of pokes her head in and it's like she's clearly like looking for him, and as she sees him approaching the door,
Before he passes me, can I be like, my liege, like really sarcastically?
you absolutely can. You absolutely can. Actually, you know what? Roll a performance check.
Oh, okay. Whew. Where's my performance at? Oh, that is a 10.
Yeah, he sees you. He sees you bow, and for a second he believes you're being sincere, and he's like, "Pfft," and he whips his coat up and walks by.
I probably have a big
continues on.
grin on my face.
Yeah, he continues his way on towards the door, and so the lady has stepped inside at this point. And Bo, since you're watching this guy rather closely, at this point you think you recognize that woman.
What?
You think you recognize her? Like she's got like a little bit of a hood on, but you see her face at a glance.
Do you want me to roll something?
You know, that would be good. I mean,
Alright.
I'll let you roll this with advantage.
Okay, perception.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay. It's gonna be 14.
Okay. And that was with advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, even still, I mean, she's not hiding her face or anything, so it's not too difficult. You're fairly certain that was your wife. You are fairly so you haven't seen her in some time, but you feel like that is your wife, Liana.
I'll
Oh,
go up to the bar,
Okay.
and I'll say to the bartender, I'll have a couple more.
Well, while he's sort of berating him, I just wanted to have a nice mug and kind of take it all in. It's rare I get to see him interact with anyone outside of me, so I don't know anything much about his.
oh,
Uh-oh. That's going to fuck up the stream too.
Oh, oh boy.
Well, when
I'm
he
just like,
rejoins, it'll be
ooh.
fine.
ooh.
But the short of it is,
Oh, I like what it did.
yeah, it really fucks it up.
Really weird.
Wait. What did it do?
Go to the
Just
stream.
because of the way, yeah,
Oh.
don't worry about it. As soon as Angel gets back in here, it'll be fine. Let me re-invite him. You guys need to get better internet. Mine finally got sorted
What do
out.
you mean us?
Because
What do you mean,
I bitched at Comcast enough. It's Tristan and Angel that are having the issues.
Yeah.
I have
We're fine.
I have a plenty good internet. My Canuck internet is plenty fine.
Yeah. Let's
Working on it.
Let's see.
Gigabits a little ways away.
let's see if we can get him back in here. If not, we
Well,
may
let's take a short intermission.
let's take a 5-minute intermission, and we'll get everybody set up. So give us like 5 minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay, now we're back. hopefully we stay this way.
We back.
I prefer to keep my face in my mug so I don't say anything that's going to cause further disturbance. Watching him walk through, he clearly is full of himself. My first thought was to ask him who this fancy lad was, but I wait and I listen
Okay.
because I'm amused. I don't think I've ever get to see him in his natural habitat interacting with his friends. Or any
Yeah,
so
sure.
I'm just going to wait for him to go away. I wanted to palm a small dagger in my hand just in
Okay.
case. I just thought I might need it. So I'm drinking, face in the mug, dagger in hand, just in case.
Okay.
And then he walked away. I just asked him, "Is that a friend of yours?" I imagine.
You'll meet him soon enough.
I see.
Bum, bum, bum.
About
Wait.
what you asked me for earlier. It's on the
Yes?
house. Yeah, I'll let you find the Jurain house. I'll let you get what you're after.
Well, that sounds very
Got a
interesting.
change of heart.
So I see. Well,
So, why don't you step with me over this corner over here, back by the stairs, and somewhere a little quieter, and we'll go over what you need.
yeah.
So,
And
as you
I
guys,
think I'm actually gonna need one more thing. I'm going to need the story of you and this guy.
he'll fill you in.
Yeah,
It's a long story.
We'll
have
while we
plenty
get
of
back,
time to talk,
he
Mike.
starts telling me something. This
Yeah.
sounds very interesting to me.
So as you guys are stepping back, kind of keeping an eye on this guy as he leaves, so Justin, we decided that Hewitt decided to step back over to the bar, get a few more drinks when he sees his wife at the door, with this real shithead of a guy. And she comes in and she's clearly looking for him for some reason, and this seems to displease him as he backhands her across the face. He says, "Didn't I tell you to stay? What are you doing in here?"
I'm gonna slam the drink down.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick myself up.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way to the guy.
I'm gonna like quickly follow behind.
And he's here. He's like right about here. Yeah. Okay. So you guys move yourselves up there then. And the bar fell quiet again too. When he slapped the shit out of her, nobody was really a fan of that. You guys notice. Nobody's really making a move, but they're just like, they're giving him kind of like a stink eye. Except for a couple that are drunk, people yelling like, "Show that bitch!"
Right.
But yeah,
Rowdy bar types.
yeah. There's a few assholes in there, but for the most part, people are not happy about that.
Did we walk away before that happened?
You were on your way to the stairs, so you probably had a decent line of sight on it.
We look back.
Oh, so I heard the slap. Then.
You did. He slapped her, and you hear him berating her for being so stupid as to get out of the car, essentially, out of the carriage, as it were. But yeah,
We're gonna have to hear more about this one.
yeah. So he's moving to her, berating her at the moment. When Hewitt and Finveer, I assume in tow,
Yeah,
approach him.
I feel like Finveer would have like his hands up, like, "Where did you learn to become a noble?"
You're such an anime character.
Has toasts running through the street. I'm late for my first day of school. Oh no!
Okay, so I'll approach, and if he doesn't notice me, I'm gonna clasp my hand around his shoulder.
So he as you approach, he seems very intent on yelling at her, like, "This is the last time you disobey me, you dumb cunt," and like he's really he's being a complete asshole. And
What about the guards?
the guards at the moment are just they're standing their post. He told them to stay there. Their weapons are laying on the wall, but they're not at the moment making a move on anything. They're letting this happen. And so after he essentially is slapping her and yelling at her, you approach him, and she does see you. She sees you, and you can tell she knows immediately who you are, and she looks away.
Mm.
He says, "Woman, did I say you could look away from me?" And he slaps her again.
Okay. So when do I get to him?
You
This
can
you're
now
there.
take an action now that you.
Okay. So I'm gonna clasp my rather large midi hands around his shoulder.
Okay, we'll put you right there.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna like spin him around, but I'm gonna like move him to face me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, "You will remove yourself from this establishment immediately. That is an order by the city militia, and should you disobey it, there will be great repercussions." And then I'll look at her, and I'll just give her the worst of stink eyes, the stinkiest of eyes,
Literally smells.
and then
She won't even look up at you.
and I'll look back at him, and I'll say, "Do I make myself absolutely clear?"
As you say this,
And can I roll an intimidate?
yeah, you know what? You can.
Yeah.
Roll an intimidation check.
Pray to Givus that I do good. Sorry, pray to I forgot who the god of fortunes is, and I didn't do good. That's why.
10.
Darn doodly. I got a 10.
He just. I think I'll make my way out when I see fit. As it happens, I was on my way out. Now, take your hands off of me before I have them removed forcibly. And he kind of tries to shrug off your hand there and make his way.
I'm gonna hold on for another second.
Oh.
He gives you
Another
he gives
intimidate
you
roll.
he gives you a pretty stern look and then tries to tug away. Are you gonna keep holding him?
Just like holding him down.
Just one more,
You're not going
just one more second, and then
Yeah.
after he does his little like fish thing, then I'll like do the like I'll like let go. And I'll be
Okay.
like, "Be on your way then."
Yeah, he without another word, he just turns, he gives you a smirk, and he's like, "I'll see you again." And as he turns to go, he kind of pushes, not like forcibly, but he just clearly is guiding Liliana out with his hand. And he turns back. He seems to have a second thought. Why don't you show these boys a good time? And also my two friends at the back.
Oh shit.
The guards move to go
I
grab-
draw the second he says that.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Yep. So
Wow.
he makes his way outside. Look at that. We'll delete him because he's an asshole. But yeah, so the four guards move to grab their weapons because they had set them down earlier due to your insistence.
Before they do that,
Go ahead.
can I step out in front and show them my ring? And say, that won't be necessary.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do that.
Because it's a noble ring
Yeah.
of nobility and
Yeah.
nobleness.
Are you
A +4 ring of nobility.
make an intimidation check?
Oh, intimidation.
Maybe the
That's great. Would it be more persuasion or intimidation?
I will let you use whatever is higher.
Okay, so 11 total.
Yeah. A couple of them look to each other like, "What's that fancy thing he's got on his finger there?" And he's like, "I don't know. Should we do what he says?" "Oh, I don't think so." So they go to move towards their weapons anyways, and as they turn around, I will give, because Justin was kind of on the ready, I will go ahead and let you have first round action in this particular instance. So, everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Buddy.
I'll roll for you, Angel.
Everybody roll, yep, everybody roll initiative.
Thank you.
And to be clear, if Tristan, you probably don't know what that is. It's a D20 plus your dexterity bonus.
I got 19 off of it.
Okay,
Angel got a 12.
16?
12.
let's do this. Can you move these little initiative markers there for me?
Yes, I can. Which one's which?
You guys all have colors that correspond to your stuff.
Okay.
So Angel
Alright,
got
what are you
a.
talking about?
Okay, you roll.
12.
12. Apparently.
I got a
And
9.
actually, I get to roll a thing now. I'm so excited.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm up here.
Alright.
No, it's the thing on the bottom that counts, right? Because I get 19
Oof.
plus.
You have your initiative bonus as well.
Okay.
So I have my 3, and then my dexterity is the 3, not the 16, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
So I have 25 total.
25. What?
You said you rolled a
Do
19?
you? Yeah. If you rolled a 19, let me look at your sheet. Let's see.
If you have rolled a 19, your initiative bonus would get added to that. So it would be.
If you rolled a 19, you'd have a 22.
22.
What about my dexterity?
That is
No, no.
added. That is
Oh,
your
nice.
initiative bonus.
Just
Gotcha.
the initiative.
Yeah.
The initiative, which is the dexterity.
Yes. Yes. That is
Plus anything else that you might have. If you so you can take a feat that lets you have improved initiative, but in this case, it's just dexterity.
All right. So.
What does that
let's-
mean?
It means that you rolled pretty well, so you're probably going to go early. So we don't have anybody playing the white character, right? So I'm going to actually duplicate this guy, because we had one guy roll here, one roll here, and then we had...
It's just gonna be a big old bar fight.
I don't know, man. That's, I mean, we'll see how you handle it, I guess.
Everybody hates the one guy.
I'm not gonna tell you how to play the game. There we go.
Why not?
That's fair.
There we go. So we have, oops, I left one out. He actually, I can't fit him there, so he rolled. Who's this here? Who's the black?
I don't think there is one.
Oh, well then perfect. We'll put him. We'll just delete him and put him here. Okay, so. 8.
Is there a red either? I don't think there's red either.
Now we can
No.
we can just delete that then. Okay, cool. So that's the turn order. So these guys, just for reference, that is from left to right facing out of the thing. So the first guy goes. It'll be left. This, then this guy, then this guy, this guy. If you. Anyways, okay. So.
But I'm
Yeah.
at the other end of the room. Does that matter?
For getting up there. In fact, we'll say, just for simplicity's sake, we'll say once you guys kind of heard this, we'll let you move up to about like yay. You got called out. Unless you're planning to run.
No, that's good.
These guys are coming after you.
Yeah, I'd like to run.
So yes, so we have our 5 guards. Bo, you get. We'll let you have essentially a surprise attack round. So
Okay.
we'll go ahead and do that. So you roll, and then we'll go through the normal initiative order.
Okay, well,
And in
I
fact-
am going to spend my first surprise round. I'm going to try to intimidate again.
Okay.
And I'm going to say I would highly not suggest you do that, gentlemen.
All right, you're trying to intimidate.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll. Yep, roll for intimidate.
Got this. Got this.
And to be clear,
Ooh.
This
Ooh. 21.
okay. To be clear, that intimidate, that is your surprise round action. Then you get
Yep.
to go first as you see them moving towards your.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to end things. I mean, I am still militia. I'm not here to just break
Right.
noses. I want to try to solve things diplomatically.
Let me check. Pretty sure. Yeah. So 2 of these dudes for sure. They see you. They're probably local hire guards. A couple of them know you. They don't want to fuck with you. So 2 of them do in fact fuck off. So those 2 there. So let me remove those from the initiative order. Yeah, 2 of them are like, I don't want any trouble with the militia.
I didn't vote for you.
Yes. So the other 3 are like clearly wanting their paycheck. They go grab their weapons, and that brings us up to Gerard. You are the newest
Did they drop
player.
anything on the way out?
Did they drop anything?
On the way out.
No, they grabbed their shit and left.
They just,
They picked up their ball and went home.
they just pick up their loot and they're like, I'm just going to leave this here.
Yeah.
Can I loot the bad guys?
Yeah, no, there is no loot yet. This does bring us to you, so I know this is your first time playing, and you just happen to be the first in the turn order. So the way this works, if you're not familiar, you essentially in every round, and this may be a good refresher for you guys who mainly play Pathfinder, you do get movement, action, bonus action. You guys don't really have anything that's more in depth than that for sure right now. Movement can actually be split up. You can go movement, action, and then move again. So you could run up. Like, for instance, like if you're a ranged guy, you could jump up on the table, take a shot at a dude, and then jump to another table or something, take another shot. If you have multiple attacks, and so on. So, essentially, you just tell me if you want to move up to attack anybody or what you want to do.
How far do I take this? Are we trying to bring out weapons right now?
They're bringing out weapons.
They brought out their
Bringing out
weapons.
weapons?
They are trying to start a fight.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Indeed, we are.
I pull
And
out
the
my
people-
shotgun.
At this
And
point, the
fire.
people in the bar are like, they're standing up, getting out of the way. A lot of them are chanting like, "Yeah, get him!" But for the
I
most
pull out my
part,
short bow and fire 2 shots at the guys closest over on the right.
okay. Can you
one
find? Hold
each.
on. You may only get 1 shot. I'm pretty sure you only get 1 shot at this level. Am I wrong? Let me check.
I think
his-
you're
That's
correct.
about right.
Yeah.
In Pathfinder, you'd be able to do 2, but you'd take a.
Yeah. No, you won't get your second attack.
I'm not
for
taking a
couple
move.
levels. It's okay.
I'm
Doesn't
not-
matter.
okay.
Turns out that doesn't actually influence my decision in this matter.
So basically, how it works.
to know.
Basically how it works, Tristan, is that you have your minor action, which is like a move action, and you have your standard action or your major action. So you can't interplace a move action for a combat action, but you can vice versa. So you can double move instead of attacking, but you can't give up a move for an attack.
Can't substitute the side for a side salad.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's fair.
And,
All right,
and just to avoid confusion, in 5e, it is purely action, bonus action, and movement. So they don't go into different types of actions or anything. So bonus actions are generally minor things, unless like Tristan's class later, his action he will be able to use his bonus action to disengage, so he doesn't have to use an action for that. He can also eventually use his bonus action to do a second dash, so he can move really fucking far, shit like that. But
Okay,
at
then
the moment, you can shoot 1 dude, is what we'll say.
In that case, I'm not gonna fire. That would be out of character for my guy. I don't know. Shit.
I mean, are they attacking him? They're rushing at him?
They're about to be.
They're not attacking me.
Tristan sees them go. Essentially,
I move up.
essentially, you move up. You see them going for their weapons. You know they've called you out. You just happen to be faster than the rest of them because you're a rather dexterous character.
I move up, get behind one with a dagger.
Okay.
I say don't move again.
Where do you want to move?
Daggers. To the side of
One,
the
two,
far right
three,
guy.
4, 5, 6. So you can't quite make it there this round.
So I move 6 and then pull out my bow and hold him. I hold it at him.
Okay, so you're not taking a shot yet.
Not taking a shot.
Okay. Yep, so this guy right here sees you drawing the bow and aiming in the general direction, as it is his turn. And he actually moves up towards you to engage. Like, he's like, I'm not gonna let you shoot me! And then he moves up to you. And he is going to, let's see, let me make sure.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, I don't want him to die.
Yeah, hey, Mr. 8 hit points, maybe you should have thought
That's
about
still
that.
beautiful.
Don't worry, you're gonna
We're in
be
the middle of a transaction here.
It's okay. If you die, we'll loot your corpse.
Yeah.
That's any consolation.
That's true.
Loot it.
And free stuff. And
I'm gonna play the combat medic here, and I'm gonna say you're gonna be fine, and then I'm gonna prod you with morphine.
Yeah, that'll work fine. Okay, so, let me see. He moves up to you to attack. Alright, just wanted to make sure. He does not have any fancy doodads. So, let me get back here to my big D20.
your giant one. the
Yeah, I
one
love
that-
it. Actually, no, I'm gonna roll the little one just for not having it roll off the table and shit. He gets a total of 12. What is your armor class? He takes a swipe at you with his sword there.
9.
Your AC's only 9? Hold on a second. Let me look at his character sheet. Your AC... How's your AC only 9? Oh my god, well,
You're like amazed.
I didn't know they made them that low. I guess, yeah, so he...
Does AC not start at 10?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. How did you...
We looked this up last time.
Yeah, Hunter did, I thought. Let me,
So
Yeah.
it should be 10.
let me
plus
turn
your
this,
dex.
let me
Yeah,
turn this
it's
music
10.
down.
Plus your thingy.
I was gonna say, I
10
don't
plus-
think...
Plus your
Turn
armor.
that music down a bit.
Right?
Yeah, that should be... But he's probably not wearing armor because... let me see.
I am wearing armor.
What do you have
What-
on?
what armor you
Leather
have?
armor.
Okay.
Okay. That actually does give you, I think that's a +2. Let me see.
So you start at 10, you add your dexterity modifier, and then you add your armor class modifier.
Yeah, so yours should be much higher than that. Hunter,
Man, that
can you
would
do the
suck.
can you do the math for me real quick? On that guy?
Well, what's leather armor? Is it +2?
That's what I'm checking. I'm fairly certain.
Be 15.
For now, we're gonna say it is +2.
Thanks, guys.
I'll search it for you.
In any case, it doesn't connect. All right, so that guy takes a swipe at you, and you very deftly, like, out of the way. Just
Deflect it with
avoid.
my bow.
Yeah, sure. We'll say you deflect it with your bow.
Which is wood. This could be bad.
Yes.
I get bow
Um,
survivability. Can I roll for that?
No. All right. This next guy's turn. He actually moves up to engage Bo, and he also takes a swipe at you. Let me see. Big money, no whammies. He misses pretty hard.
All right.
Roll a six.
Do I just like take it? I just got my shit. I'm just like ting. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of just let it swink, like slide off the side of your armor as he tries to take a swing, but he's clearly not as well trained as you are. All right.
Alright.
That brings us to Angel. It is your turn.
All right. I can't see that map.
That's
How many
true.
of them are threatening us? Are
There
any
are-
of them threatening me?
Not directly. There's 3 right now. One is threatening. Let's see. One is threatening Bo, and one is threatening Tristan.
Leather armor is +1. Studded is
Alright.
+2.
Okay, studded level armor is supposed to. Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Either
I
way,
can't let anything happen. Tristan hasn't told me what I need yet. I can't let it into
Can't
him.
let him die.
But I don't want to escalate anything. I'm going to reach into my small sack,
Okay.
grab out a few stones,
Okay.
take a stone and enchant it with magic stone.
Okay.
And whoever is running up on Tristan like that, I'm just going to try to peg him. Real hard, right in the
Okay.
head. Knock him out if I can.
Yeah. So read me what Magic Stone does.
All right.
Strangely, I don't know all of the rules that are in the rulebook,
What?
so you guys
So
will be responsible for your own shit.
So, I can, once I reach into my small bag of stones,
Okay.
I can enchant them, 1 to 3 of them. I can imbue them with magic. And then whenever I make a ranged attack by throwing or hurling them,
Okay.
you can smack them with it, right? So it's like I have range about 60 feet. And it does 1d6 plus
Plus
my
spellcasting modifier.
my modifier.
Okay.
Which I-
So +4.
+4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So 1d6. 1d6 +4.
That is correct.
You still have to connect though, so go ahead and
Yeah,
roll to hit.
Gotta
There.
roll to hit.
I'll roll for you.
Thank you, Hunter.
You're welcome. Oh.
Hunter.
Wait, I'm looking for. What do you add to it? It's the spellcasting bonus, right? So
For to hit.
4.
yes, to hit.
+4 to hit.
Yes, so you got 11.
11 is what you needed.
Ooh,
What?
you're welcome.
Yeah.
It was,
The stone in
planned.
fact connects, striking him with the little bit of magic that you imbued into it. Somehow with more force than he was expecting from a little stone. Go ahead and roll the
Did
damage.
he see me? Did he see me throw it? I was hoping he wasn't watching me, so I could just peg him, and lay him out.
8 total.
8 total damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Well then.
Well then, let us dance.
Yes. Let me see. Let me double check to make sure I'm not insane. I'm looking at because it makes more sense for me to look in the book, but it's so easy to look on the internet. I just want to make sure I've got my stats right.
Book cannot decide your sanity.
That is true. Yeah. So how much did you do total?
8 damage total.
Yeah, I heard 8.
Yeah, he takes it pretty hard. Like, it smacks him in the head. He seems to be slightly dazed and confused. He doesn't know where the stone came from or why it is glowing and it struck him in the head from seemingly nowhere while he's engaged with Tristan's character. But yeah, he seems a little worse for wear at the moment. He's suddenly second-guessing his decision to engage people in this bar. All right.
Was Tristan saved by that move? Was he close to hurting him?
They are directly in combat at the moment, but Tristan managed to dodge the first attack from the guy.
Okay.
So he's not yet in trouble, but he could be relatively quickly. So yeah, that
All right.
actually brings us to Finveer. What will you do?
Okay, so Finveer is a bit angry,
Okay.
backs up to here-ish,
Okay.
and kind of like yells out, I guess you have to be an asshole to be known as a noble in this town.
Okay, we'll say that's your bonus action. We'll let you do that.
just angry. His longbow
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot it at this dude right here
Oh, okay.
because I see this dude's in trouble.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Let me look that up. I think that might hit.
Maybe.
First nat
Just
20
maybe.
of combat. Congratulations, you get a trophy. Yeah, so that does indeed hit this dude. Go ahead and roll for damage then.
And it's gonna be double damage,
It
right?
is going to do double damage.
12 total.
12 total after they're doubled or not.
After doubled, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 12 he goes down hard. Like this he's still off center from where Torn had smacked him in the head with the stone, and he gets hit in the sideways from from the other side completely with an
flying
arrow,
arrow.
and he falls just completely over the opposite side. So we'll just kind of go. Let's go ahead and we'll leave him there so that you guys can.
Oh, yeah, you
Hey, what
got
are you
it.
doing? What are you doing?
I was
That's
gonna
my
flip.
business.
You got it. You got
Boom!
it. There
He's
you
knocked
go.
over.
He's down.
I'm the DM.
Yeah, you
I
got
will
it.
knock the
You got
pieces
it.
over.
This is-
He's got the shirt.
trying to help.
All right. Yes. All right. That brings us to Hewitt. Finally, back to you.
I just wanted to make a note. I realized that I made a mistake on my sheet and corrected it. My AC is actually a bit higher because of my fighting style.
That would make sense. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna, now that this guy's decided he wishes to engage me in combat, I will return his proposition
Okay.
with force,
Okay.
and I will strike at him with my longsword.
All right.
And
Go
I
ahead and
promise
do
I
that.
won't be cheesy like that all the time. All right.
It's up to you, man. You be you. Well, you be Hewitt.
You do Hewitt, yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. I'm not used to these character sheets. Is there a place where I write my attack bonus?
The total. Yeah. It's so. Well. Yeah.
Did I not put it there? Oh, great. Okay, hold on. Now I know it.
Proficiency and then plus your strength.
Plus strength. Okay, yeah. There you go. I'll have to fix that when we're not playing.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. I got a 15.
Okay. That does hit.
Okay. Let's see. And that is a total of 5 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He takes the hit. And it bloodies him a little bit. He's not feeling great about that.
He's like,
Yeah, he gets hit. He's like,
Yes.
ah, sinking into his arm again. He's seen his buddy go down. He's they're not. They weren't expecting this level of resistance from a few misfits in a bar.
Misfits. I got a ring.
He's
So this guy now his
Oh,
turn,
no.
going to move up to engage
No.
you here.
Oh no, that's bad news bears.
Yeah, he sees one of his friends go down. That was my best friend, and he goes charging in, and he's super intent to take this swing at you. Having seen you as the main arbiter of his friend's destruction there. So let me go ahead and roll my beautiful d20 over here.
Oh no, don't roll good. Don't roll good.
Ooh, that might not be good for you.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 14 plus.
That's my armor class, exactly.
Well, then I guess I hit.
Yeah.
Hunter,
Yes,
don't
so-
die.
Hunter. Oh no.
Hunter, no. Wait, did he provoke an attack of opportunity from me when he moved past?
Oh,
No. Let me see. Let me check.
Fair
some
question.
things
fair question indeed.
It's difficult. Hold on. I know how to fix this because it is difficult to see the wood grain. Through the wood grain, let's change the opacity of those lines so I can see a bit better.
Oh, it looks like it
Yes, he would
does.
have. He would have drawn an
Oh.
opportunity attack from you.
Oh,
May I intervene?
You may.
Okay,
You may
let's hope
take-
this one's a more hurt than I presented before.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's going to be a 19.
Okay. Yep. That hits for sure.
All right, let's
Go
try
roll
to
damage.
You got this. You got this. Save me.
That's Deece. I did 7 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, as he's running by, he gets completely blindsided by your blade. He's like, ah! Like he has a huge gash in him, but he's still charging in to move towards Hunter. He's following through with his attack.
I did my best.
Damn.
He is following through with his attack, so that hit, right? Because you said 14
Yes.
was your AC.
Yes. My AC.
Okay. Let me roll this. Let me grab a d6. Ooh,
Do a lot of damage.
so he does 3 damage to you. He comes swinging in,
Oh.
thinks he's gonna connect really hard, but he just gets thrown off balance again by the blow that he was not expecting from the side, the sword that just seemingly shot out of nowhere, and he doesn't connect fully, so he does 3 damage, which brings us back to. Oh, nice! I forgot Gerard's at the top of the round. Gerard, your turn.
Wait, we do this again?
Yes, we do this until everybody on one side is dead.
Yes.
Until over.
This isn't like magic where you just pass turn and
No.
Yes,
Nope.
exactly.
go
It's
back
like-
over.
We just murder until the murder's done.
Till they all fall down.
Yeah.
Well, the guy
Yeah,
in front
they
of me
just-
is dead.
yeah,
I
I murderized him pretty good.
so and my bow is still intact.
Yes.
But I don't care about that. I grab both of my daggers in my right hand
Okay.
and throw them both.
Okay, so you
At
do a
the-
dagger throw. Okay.
Both. Can I cheat the system?
You sure can't.
You
think so? Didn't think so.
One day. Yeah, if you keep telling me, maybe I'll just forget.
Gotcha.
Fair. That
Gotcha,
can happen.
gotcha.
He'll be like, yeah, that's
Um,
what I think.
Yeah, that
But
sounds
I'm
right.
sorry, Finbeer. I've got no allegiance to you. But this guy right there just showed that he's pissed off at my enemies, so I throw them straight at.
I killed the
It's
dude
also-
attacking you. What are you talking?
Oh yeah. Wait.
You have no
Yeah,
allegiance.
no,
to me?
I hold. I carry on. I kill him. I
kill him. He's dead.
Tristan, to be,
I said
it is your choice on which dude you want to fuck up
He
or
is
miss.
right, though. He is right. Sorry, I'm keeping this story is very difficult.
This guy, right here.
Yes, that guy.
Okay, go ahead and throw. You need to roll a d20, and I
Roll a
think
D20.
I don't think it's an improvised weapon for you because I think you just add your dex to it. I could be wrong.
a dagger throw.
For him, I think so.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
normal,
light thrown.
it's a
Yep,
ranged
yep.
light thrown.
Awesome. What'd you get?
16.
Nice. Yep. No, that for sure connects.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Murder.
Which one's that? The D10, D8,
For dagger, it's 1d4 plus your dex.
D4, D4, D4. And there you go. All right, so I gotta roll it. What's that?
4. It's
Oh,
the
it's
bottom.
the down one on the D4. Okay, it's a 4.
Yeah, yeah. You'll notice that it's surrounded on all sides by the 4. So
That's weird.
there is
Sorry,
no D4s are the
I
weird.
got it.
ones.
Yeah. All right. So you rolled a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very nice. So what is your dex? 3? Dex
3.
bonus is 3. So yeah, you hit him for 7 damage. That does it. He like his buddy has gone down from the other side. It's like you guys just went. They both fall. Yep.
So
go
he's
ahead.
dead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Knock him over. You guys have fun with it then. We both reached for it. Okay.
Oh wait. Oh wait, out the other way. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yep. So this guy here, being his turn now, seeing both of his friends fall, he immediately throws down his weapons. He says, please, I surrender. Which brings us back to Torn. It is your turn.
They're all. Everyone's got. At
There's
least
two,
taken care
two
of.
dead and one has surrendered in front of Bo.
I pick up my beer and keep drinking it. Now I'm gonna watch, see what happens.
Okay.
Hopefully, he noticed that I saved him.
I think he probably did.
We're out of combat right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
fact, let me change the music.
I'm going to carefully step over this dead body that's in front of me.
Are they dead or knocked out?
That's Hunter was pretty clear. I killed the fuck out of that guy.
I've
So
murderized
this one is
everybody.
definitely dead, and it didn't sound like Tristan was trying to keep him alive. So they're probably dead, unless Tristan.
kinda-
I will say that. So once you get to you can essentially call it. As the death blow, you can tell whether you were trying to kill them or not. So in this case, I assume they are both dead.
That's all you.
Okay, they are both dead, and the one is surrendered.
So I kind of like lean on what's his name? I'm not used
Hewitt?
to Hewitt. I kind of lean on Hewitt's like, so you gonna kill him?
No. There's no need to shed more blood. And I'll look for like the bartender or one of the not drunk people. And I'm
Okay.
gonna tell them, go call the guards.
It's funny because as you say that, you hear kind of a down the road as the boots of the militia actually pour around the corner. So there's about 5 dudes pour into the room at this point.
Good.
5 friendlies.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll tell them. Good. You didn't make yourself in that quick of a time, but it's been handled. Just lock this one up and clean up the bodies.
What the hell happened here, Hewitt?
They were attacked by a certain nobleman.
And this is your captain, by the way, the captain of the militia.
Right. Of
That has
course.
come in.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He
Well,
is
then-
so you don't talk down to him. This guy.
No. Okay. I thought. Okay. I'm gonna say, Captain. We
And then
were
he-
attacked by a. Did I know who the nobleman was?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And sorry, what was the last name?
Jerain.
Durain. Okay. Say, Lord Durain entered the bar and sicked his men upon us. 2
The-
have escaped.
The younger or the elder?
The younger and the elder.
Jerain.
the young one.
It was.
Just wanna-
It was. The
Okay.
younger one.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
the
So
son-
then
yeah.
I will respond and kind of say the younger.
I kind of like interject a little bit and said before like you say the younger, and it's like, if it helps, he was an asshole.
He just kind of looks at you. It's like, doesn't help. That doesn't seem entirely out of character, but there's not a ton we can do. They have. Well, we'll say they've greased a lot of palms.
Indeed.
Who all was involved here?
I
I kind of
Oh.
like slowly walk over to the body,
Uh-huh.
like retrieve my arrow, like whistling almost.
Yeah. Are you sneaking?
Just take that back.
Yeah, I'll try to sneak.
Yeah. He leans over to one of his privates as he sees there's a little bit of reluctance and confusion going on right now. He says, "Private, question the witnesses, find out what happened here." He's like, "Yes, sir." He kind of heads off, walks out. He's super proud to have this job. Like he's a young guy. He's a guy that you've probably mentored a little while. He's super excited. He's like, I've got a job. This is when I get my wings.
reminds me of me when I was younger.
Yes. So the guards are kind of standing watch at the door at this moment, and after a few minutes of questioning and things, and I assume were you trying to loot the body there? Is that what you were doing?
No, I
Hunter?
was just trying to get my arrow back, just so like
Oh,
getting rid of the
Of arrows.
because
Arrow
you,
loot.
yeah, because you rolled so well, we'll also say it was a perfectly placed shot. The arrow comes right out, super easy.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, you go ahead and pull the arrow out of that guy, and you guys, just so that you can go ahead, we'll assume because the thief over there was talking about looting bodies, and we'll say that you did go ahead and find essentially a sum of about 5 gold pieces spread between these 3 guards.
Okay.
And that'll be in your inventory, Tristan. You can decide what to do with that.
I get gold.
Yeah, I
You're
get
the new player. We got it. We're gonna be nice. We're giving you the gold.
Cool.
I,
And
I will tell my captain. I'll say they attacked myself and the young elf, and for whatever reason it included the young. I remember your name. The young
Finveer.
Windsong
oh,
and his associate.
I hear young elfin from across the room like, "Yo."
yeah,
Yeah, what up?
he nods and he's like, "Thank you for your report. The private gathered about the same, so we just need to bring you all in for questioning."
Of course, sir.
right, wait, we have to go somewhere.
Yeah, the guards are moving to gather you guys at this point. The ones that have been pointed out.
Okay.
Well, no, you said associate. Was there any pointing involved with that? Because I'm trying to stay back near the bar, just drinking my drink.
Oh no,
like
there
I'm
was
innocent.
plenty of drunken people like, that guy threw a magic rock. He was involved.
God damn it!
Basically, anybody that was involved in the scuffle, they've sent guards after. There's actually one drunken guy that gathered with you, the big fat guy that had been leaning on Finveer earlier. He's like, I didn't do nothing. Why
I'll
are
tell
you?
the captain.
And he's like, yes, I'm sure you all did nothing.
How many guards would you say there are?
There was about 5, and then Bo, if you count if you count Hewitt as a guard.
Can I go to the captain and request that we drop this matter, because it would not help Lord Jurian.
Durain.
Durain, sorry. It would not help the situation to bring light to what is happening.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is our process. Why should we divert that for you?
I slipped him the 5 gold pieces.
Can I intervene again?
You can. Let's see. Were you trying to slip it to him quietly?
Right.
Yep. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Is this bad?
No,
This could be bad.
Pretty sure you've got a really high.
Dexterity.
Now, D20. Here, let's throw this away.
You have sleight of hand as your. Yeah, you should be fine.
All right, so
He's got
not
+5 to start.
R, and there we go.
Ooh.
All right.
Nobody seems to notice you pass him the gold. He looks down and he spits at your feet and throws it back at you. He's like, "I will not be bribed. Put this one in cuffs." And he throws you in cuffs. And I mean, unless you're resisting, but he seems pretty displeased that you would try to bribe him.
Can I be like, whoa, wait a second. I saw what happened here. We'll play along. We'll go do whatever needs to be done. Just there's no need for cuffing.
Yes, that's fine, but this one will be in cuffs.
Can I intervene?
I will let you do that. Why don't you tell me what you want to say, and then we'll see.
I'll say, Captain, please, the young Master Windsong is quite a disgruntled young man with a rougher past. He's not quite right. Just let him be. And he will answer questioning. There's no need to put him in cuffs. Won't you, young Master Windsong?
I will be. Yes, sir.
He
got it,
eyes
boss.
you. Roll persuasion check with advantage.
Me? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not good at this. I am.
Remind me not to bribe people in the future. It doesn't
No,
work.
I mean,
Or you can bribe people, just not with 5 gold.
Didn't your mother tell you?
Also, was
not
this the
to,
excited dude? The guy who was excited to be.
No.
No, it's
Okay.
The captain.
Persuasion. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you would have to do way more than 5 gold.
Didn't your mother tell you not to bribe police officers? Ah, damn it. 9.
With
flat.
advantage, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah, with advantage.
Right. Good times. Please be 12.
12 total?
12 total.
Huh. Let me check.
12 plus my charisma bonus of 0.
Yeah, he had it been for anybody else rolling this, that would not have worked.
Okay.
But because he knows you, the difficulty was a bit lower this time. That does succeed. He gives the nod to the private that was excitedly. He's like, I gotta question people, and now I'm getting handcuffed a guy, and then he just kind of is like, and he takes the handcuffs back off and walks away. But yeah, so at this point, you guys have been gathered up, unless anybody's resisting. But he's essentially gathering you guys up to walk you downtown.
No, I'm following along.
Okay.
I'm along for the ride.
Torn, that means you. Are you?
Yeah, no, I'm coming at this point. I'm just annoyed. I'm gonna try to tell him under my breath that he needs a quieter line of work. Do I know if it is the younger or the eldest or the elder?
That probably, based on, so being a high elf, kind of difficult to tell for you.
No. In terms of what Dormont told me, did he tell me which one of them is the one I need to see?
The elder. The elder is the one you need to see, or at least the household whose household you need to visit to acquire the artifact.
Okay. So do they have separate households? I'm not aware of that.
No,
yet.
he will be. He did mention he was summoned back by his father. You can assume he will be staying at his father's estate. But he essentially lives in an estate on the coast, you know, to manage some of their merchant and trading business there. But yeah, he definitely will be staying in that house, is what you gleaned. Yeah.
All right, hey, I just keep quiet and go along. I'm gonna take my mug, keep drinking unless someone tries to stop me.
Okay. Yeah. So they see you carry the mug out. The bartender is like whatever. So
I
yeah.
didn't hear him, just keep drinking.
Yep. So you guys make your way out, and you essentially get walked downtown to the precinct, or the militia headquarters. And we're gonna end it there for tonight. just because I know that some of us are on the East Coast time.
Mhm.
It's going to be midnight, so we're going to go ahead and cut it there. I just want to say thanks for everybody for coming. We'll go ahead and do our little outros here. So we're going to be starting with Hunter.
Yes. Wait, what kind of outros are we talking
Just
about?
Sting,
where-
I think you're supposed to sing us off. Sing us off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh.
Wait, I really don't know what.
Let's do that.
That's fair.
You just need to just say where they can find you. This and
Oh, yes.
and anything else, closing remarks, that sort of thing.
You can find me on Twitter that I never use at at Huntington's, Mick Huntington's. Yes, that's all for now, but I'll probably be streaming at some point.
Yeah, we're trying to get him. We're trying to get him there.
Yeah,
He's difficult.
We'll do our damn hardest.
I thought it was gonna be easy peasy lemon
Oh,
squeezy,
look.
but it was difficult lemon.
It's me.
difficult.
It's my turn. All right, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. I just want to say thanks to all the players. I appreciate you guys showing up. And I know things are gonna get better. I know we had some difficulties tonight, but it wasn't too bad. I thought for the first round, I thought it went pretty smooth. My name is Mason. You can find me at Twitch at this channel, WizardXTV. You can also find me on Twitter at Mason Dula. So down the doobly-doo below there, you can see how to spell that. And the plan is to be streaming every Monday night, barring anything weird, 9:30, and that is our starting time, East Coast time, Eastern Standard Time. So we hope to see you guys around. I really appreciate you hanging out, and let's see who's up next. Tristan.
Thank you. Well, I don't really have much to plug here, but you can find me here every Monday.
Nice.
Nice and easy.
Very good. And then he's getting into streaming too. He's thinking about it. Angel.
Get it so we can start a big old.
Man, I had a good time. Thank you. It could be smoother, but I think I'll smooth my end out.
Okay.
And be super smooth, like peanut butter.
Comcast.
We all got our problems there.
Comcast, yeah, internet actions. You could find me on Twitter at MadGamerMag, like magazine, MadGamerMag. And I'm also a member of Let's Play Though on YouTube at Let's Play Though, THO.
Yeah.
And
I'll
I'm
put a
out
link.
there.
I'll put a link to that next time. I'll put that in there. Need to get Zach on here too. That guy's awesome. And then
Yeah, that is awesome.
he is awesome. All right, Bo, close us out.
Well, thanks so much. Great game. Thanks everyone for joining. Of course, you can find me on my Twitch at The Bo Canadian. I stream, of course, here on Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays at this time. 8:30 Central Standard Time for me, and then on Mondays with you, 8:30
The wrong time.
Eastern Standard. You know what? You and your... You can, of course, find me again on Twitter at The Bo Canadian as well. I post every time there. And if you go over to my channel, you can find my Discord and join the conversation. Thanks so much, everyone.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you again soon. Have a good night.